Hello, nice to meet you again and welcome to Cần Thơ News of Cần Thơ Radio and Television Station has started today. The Standing Committee of Cần Thơ City Party Committee held a regular session on the draft report of the first quarter, the work situation in March and the implementation of the work in the second quarter. Cần Thơ will plan an airport city with a scale of 10,000 hectares to reach out to the world. Leader of the Propaganda and Education Board, the Cần Thơ City Party Committee came to work with the Propaganda and Education Board, Bình Thủy District Party Committee. Top news. On the afternoon of March 23rd, the Standing Committee of Cần Thơ City Party Committee held a regular session on the draft report of the first quarter, the work situation in March and the implementation of the work in second quarter. Mr. Lê Quang Mạnh, a member of the party Central Committee, cum Secretary of Cần Thơ City Party Committee, chaired the meeting. In the first quarter of 2022, party building and political system building continued to be led and directed to achieve various crucial results. Party committees at all levels organized self-criticism and criticism reviews in 2021, ensuring that they are serious by principles and promote democracy, thoroughly understand, organize the implementation and summarize the party guidelines following regulations. To perform well political tasks in the second quarter, especially in April 2022, besides some key and regular tasks such as continuing to promote administrative reform, improving the investment environment, strengthening solutions to attract non-budget investment, taking the lead of public investment, activating social investment, accelerate the construction of key infrastructure projects, strengthen inter-regional, regional, and international connections. Secretary Lê Quang Mạnh suggested that the party committee's authorities, Federal Front, and city social political organizations pay special attention to some contents, thoroughly understand and effectively implement the results of Conclusion Number 20 KLPTW dated October 16, 2021, of the Party's Central Committee on Socio-Economic Development in 2021-2022, the resolution of the National Assembly and the Government on the Socio-Economic Development Plan Budget Estimate for 2022, Resolution number 59 and QPTW dated August 5, 2020 of the Politburo on Construction and Development of Cần Thơ City to the year 2030, Vision to the year 2045, Resolution of the 13th Party Congress of the National Assembly, and the Resolution of the 14th Party Congress of Cần Thơ City for 2020-2025. Cần Thơ will plan an airport city with a scale of 10,000 hectares to reach out to the world. In particular, the highlight is the Center for Linkage, Production, Processing and Distribution of Agricultural Products in the Mekong Delta. Mr. Trần Việt Trường, chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee, said that in the airport city, a landfill of about 2,000 hectares will be devoted to building a center for linkage, production and processing and distribution of agricultural products of the Mekong Delta, in which priority is given to building an air logistics system, a river port, and a central warehouse system to preserve agricultural products of the Mekong Delta. The city will expand the airport to invest in more related systems to serve agricultural products of the Mekong Delta to export products into the world. On March 23rd, Mr. Nguyễn Ngọc Tâm, head of the Propaganda and Education Board of Cần Thơ City Party Committee, came to work with the Propaganda and Education Board of Bình Thủy District Party Committee on propaganda and education work in the first months of the year and key tasks in 2022. After the working session, he suggested that Bình Thủy District continue to research, study, grasp, and implement the directives, resolutions, programs, and plans for 2022 of the central and the local, In particular, on the Bình Thủy hometown page, we try to increase the number of likes and the quality of news and propaganda articles regarding the proposal of Bình Thủy district on decentralization of training for intermediate political theory classes. The City Party Committee's Propaganda and Education Board acknowledges and will assign a specialized department to work with the City Party Committee's office. On March 23rd morning, Cần Thơ City Customs Department held a conference to disseminate legal policies and solve problems for businesses in 2022. Attending the conference were about 60 businesses inside and outside Cần Thơ City. At the conference, Cần Thơ Customs Department disseminated important contents such as some contents of Decree number 15, 2022 and DCP dated January 28, 2022 of the government stipulating the policy of tax exemption and reduction according to Resolution number 43, 2022 QS 15 of the National Assembly on fiscal and monetary policies to support the program of socio-economic recovery and development. Some contents related to ensuring conditions for customs inspection and supervision at seaports, inland waterway ports, and international airports. The new system of documents on handling administrative violations in the field of customs, free customs declaration software. At the same time, leaders of Cần Thơ City Customs Department also listen and answer questions from businesses. Many proposals and recommendations to amend and supplement mechanisms, policies, processes, and procedures related to customs were recorded, as well as opinions of enterprises on the spirit of service attitude of customs officers while on official duty, thereby promptly removing difficulties in customs policies and procedures. Cần Tax Brands organized a training session on implementing electronic invoices in 2022 for 137 businesses and establishments in the district. Overtraining can help businesses and establishments promptly craft new tax policies. From there, they choose the method of tax declaration and suitable payment to the business operation at the establishment. The use of e-invoice aims to reduce costs compared to using paper invoice, timely prevent fraud, tax evasion, illegal use of invoices, comply with tax administrative procedures, contribute to creating peace of mind for buyers of goods and services. The Ministry of Invalids and Social Affairs has sent an official dispatch to Provincial and Municipal Department of Labor, Invalids and Social Affairs to propose labor investigation plan, wage and minimum standard of living to serve as a basis for formulating the contents of regional minimum wage in 2023 and relevant policies as a basis to consider whether there is a need for adjustment in 2022. According to the plan, the survey will kick off from April 1st and be conducted at 2,000 enterprises in 19 provinces and cities, representing 8 economic regions of the country with a large number of enterprises, the labor market including Cần Thơ City. The survey enterprises belong to many groups of production and business lines such as agriculture, forestry, fishery, construction industry, trade and services. In terms of labor size, there are many types under 100 employees, from 100 to 300 employees and over 300 employees. The main contents surveyed in enterprises are salary fund, according to job or title, salary allowance fund, bonus fund, ship meal, recruitment and training expenses, trade union fund. At the same time, the regulatory agency, the survey, also found out the salary levels of a number of titles and jobs of the titles of manager, general director, deputy general director, chief accountant, deputy head of department, professional labor. Intending to prevent fire and explosion incidents in the transition, the police of Cần district and its wards organized a series of inspections of fire prevention fighting work throughout the area. The district police focus on inspecting groups of subjects with a high risk of fire, which are groups of houses associated with production and business, motels, and gas stations. The inspection content focuses on requirements such as equipment for fire prevention and fighting, arrangement of emergency exits, installation of a self-electrical system in use in production and business, as well as on-site response work. The whole district has nearly 7,000 registered production and business establishments, motels and inns, concentrated in Lê Bình, Hưng Phú and Phú Thứ wards. From the beginning of March to the present, functional forces have inspected about 1,000 establishments. Most of them comply with the provisions of the Fire Prevention and Fighting Law, but the common limitation is that there is no exit entrance. Coming next, the weather forecast. That's all for Cần Thơ News of Cần Thơ Radio and Television Station. Thanks so much for your attention. Please visit us on website kenthtv.vn. Bye for now.